And wholesale is becoming like rapidly harder and like illegal.
To make a lot of money in wholesale, you have to steal a property, right? You have to basically get it at a really deep discount.
Real estate investors or wholesalers that are over it have started reaching out to me.
And this is kind of something that I didn't even know about a few years in, and I was pissed when I found out about this.
All right, I'm really excited for this show because we're going to talk about whether or not the wholesale business is better than the insurance business. A lot of people are deciding how they want to get started. They hear about life insurance and all these big checks you can make and these big commissions. Then you hear about these massive wholesale fees. And I'm bringing in two guys who've actually done both of them at a high level. I've got Devin Burr. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Then I got Jesse Burrell. What's up?
What's up, dude?
Nice hair, copycat.
Yeah.
I got my bald co-host, Brian Davila.
There we go.
And
He had to do it.
Yeah, why do people think you're copying, dude? Like,
Because
other people dye their hair
You're the first person, apparently.
in the world. Davila's the first guy with a beard. I copied his beard.
Yeah, that's true.
I kid you not. 40 people, like 40. Oh, Ryan did that, right? So did he inspire you or did you just copying him? I'm like, I mean, I know he did it and I thought it was pretty dope, but like, sure.
Dude, that's funny.
Just be agreeable. Yes.
Yeah, I did. All right, let's move on. So let's talk about this because Jesse, I mean, we had you on recently when you sold your business.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year you sold Batch to PropStream.
Yep.
And made a lot of money. And now you're like looking at the next stage of life.
Mm-hmm.
You're still running Batch Data, right?
Yep.
And growing that. But then you just started this life insurance company with this guy.
Yeah.
Why?
It's a great question. The Batch Data, we have a pretty built out team, to be honest with you, to where I wasn't working a ton of hours and I felt like I'd lost some of my purpose. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to make an impact and feel important and feel like I'm serving people. And I was kind of just seeing what was out there in the business world to kind of fill that. And as I learned more and more and kind of fell into learning about life insurance, I really liked the model. And I really feel like we could help a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about insurance. So he's the first guy I called because he has 1 million followers across, all
So you were
socials.
just randomly thinking about insurance. He didn't approach you.
No, this was my idea, actually. And is actually a former employee came to me and he's like, hey, you remember this other former employee? I'm like, yeah, what about him? He made 50 grand last month selling life insurance. I was like, Matt did? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay.
That guy kind of sucked.
He fired him.
I did. But he didn't suck. He just struggled in software sales, but he worked hard, right? He was a hard worker. And then the dude that was getting into it, his name's Brian. He's like, I could only imagine what you could do as an operator in this business, and also the tech sucks. So I dove into it. So we're building some tech. We're going to build a CRM, and then me and Devin are also building an agency. But we do have Evo involved too. So he's going to be doing all the crazy back-end and AI stuff. And I just love the model. I love the opportunity that it could give to us and to people that want to go 1099 or kind of have their own small business. And I think between wholesale and life insurance, they're two of the best ways to do it. And I kind of want to debate on or give people advice on, depending on who they are and what their goals are and like their threshold for risk, kind of who's it better for?
Yeah. Well, Dev, you were on a few years ago. And at that time, you were, when did you start the life insurance? I know that it was pretty recent and it exploded pretty fast for you.
2021, I got licensed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked 2023. That's when I was on the pod.
2 years in, you were already doing a lot with life insurance.
Yeah, I was the top 3 agent at One America. So entire nation, top 3.
Yeah, because weren't you doing like 7 figures even like by then?
Oh, yeah. Every year I've done 7 figures.
Just selling life insurance.
Selling life insurance, yep.
Damn.
And then this guy reaches out to you. And what were you thinking?
So I didn't even know it was going to be an idea about a business. I just brought my daughter over. My wife was out of town.
I was plotting.
And we got the kids playing together. And then out of nowhere, he's like, so how's business going? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm kind of bored. I kind of lost a little purpose. Kind of his same thing. Because I was only working like 2-3 hours a day and making plenty of money, but just lost the purpose of like serving people and helping people. And he's like, me too. How about we start our own insurance agency? And I'm like, that's very difficult because I know everything that's involved with insurance, all the compliance you have to have, all that stuff. He's like, I think we could do it. So like the drive home, my brain is just, I couldn't sleep that night thinking about ideas. And then the next day I'm like, dude, let's do it. I think we can build something really special.
So you, at that point, didn't have your own agency. You were just an agent?
Yeah, just an agent with a GA, a general agent.
Okay.
So I would attach my license to theirs and just get paid that way. And now we're building our own agency where we're at the top of the funnel, really.
So you, so everyone understands, like you were actually the guy just selling a bunch of insurance. You're making 7 figures, like the opportunity that you're presenting that other people can do.
Yeah, because insurance has changed my life. Like I had never seen multiple 6 figures in a year. Most I ever made was like 170. And I got into insurance. My first year, I made almost $1 million.
Wow.
And then every year since then has been 7 figures. So I know how it's changed my life, and it's not that hard. It's pretty easy. And you're really serving people, because at the end of the day, we're all going to die. And when that happens, you're the person that steps in and you're giving a tax-free check to a family that just lost a loved one.
Right.
Like you're really protecting families against an inevitable event.
Right.
Because not everyone has, savings. Most of America doesn't have savings. So spending that $100 a month when your wife doesn't work and something happens to you, you make sure the mortgage gets paid off or they have time to move and stuff like that. As I dove deeper and deeper into it, there's bad actors in all industries. We're well aware of that, but a lot of the people that we've got to be around that we decided to go with, they're really about serving people and helping people, and they really believe in the product that they're selling. I really like it.
So most people listening probably might be familiar with Wholesale.
Mm-hmm.
Had tons of Wholesale guests on. I mean, you built a tech business that served wholesalers.
Yep.
And, you sold it for multiple 8 figures. And then, Dev, you used to be a wholesaler before insurance.
Yeah.
More of a flipper, right?
Flipper, did the Burr method.
Yeah.
Coined myself as Mr. Burr. My last name is Burr.
Right.
It would make sense to do that. So then, but wholesaling was like my main thing, but $5,000 here, $7,000 there, nothing crazy.
Yeah. In today's real estate market, it is really difficult to find cash flow, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. For this reason, I'm a huge fan of wholesaling real estate right now specifically. It's the strategy that I'm using in my real estate investing business, and it's what all of our students at Wealthy Investor are doing as well. And we give you everything that you need to start your wholesaling business and have the same exact system that I have. You get the motivated seller leads, the same softwares, the same systems, processes, and one-on-one coaching and support. We'll show you step by step how you can get started today and get your first deal in 30 days or less. So go to wealthyinvestor.com today. All of us here have wholesaled.
Yes.
Yeah. And now him and I have actually been thinking about insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we've had some insurance guys on that have done well. They've built like normal agencies with like home and auto and stuff like that. But we haven't had any life insurance guys on.
No.
So I've just always heard life insurance has like the big commission checks versus home and auto is like small and just volume and all that. Like how does somebody who gets into life insurance, how do they get paid? How's it work?
So life insurance, and this is kind of something that I didn't even know about a few years in, and I was pissed when I found out about this. There's a grid that you can move up. So you start at like a certain percentage of the premium. Let's say you bring in $10,000 in premium. You could be at like 60% of that. So you're making whatever that comes out to be, right? You can move up to 140% of the premium. You're getting paid 145.
How do you make more than they pay you?
Because the insurance company
pays 145% because they're the most profitable companies in the world.
Because they're going to get all the years. You're just talking first year premium.
First year premium, yes.
Yeah.
And then you get 3 to 8% or 3 to 10%.
The renewal.
3 to 8.
Yes, on the renewal.
3 to 8. But it's insurance companies have all the money. They calculate risk, so they just don't lose money. So they're always profitable. They have a ton of it, and they pay their agents a lot. So when I was brought into the business, I was told you get paid 55%. I was never told that you could move up on the grid
to 145%.
Right. Dude, so for my first 2 years where I'm making 7 figures,
you could have been making double.
The guy above me was making double what I was making off the business that I was bringing in and I was selling. So when I found that out, I was like, really? So
this guy who recruited you? Oh, I would love to recruit you.
I was making a good amount of money for myself. So I didn't ask any questions about it. And then when I found that out, I was like, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. And now with this, we're super transparent with everybody. Look, you're going to start at 80%, but you can work up to 145.
How does the person, okay, so you said a $10,000 premium, so they would make $14,000, right? Potentially at the highest.
Most of the premiums that you're selling for what we're doing are, I'd say, $1,000 to $4,000.
Okay.
But the good people that are doing this full time, they're selling 2 a day. And that's kind of the difference from wholesaling. What I wanted to talk to you about was really, wholesale, you get those really, you're not going to get $100,000, $200,000 check. Devin gets a few of those with infinite banking, but that's different than what we're talking about. But it's just a lot of consistency, and you get paid by the carriers 24 to 48 hours after that first premium has been written.
Yeah, the cycle's not the 30 days of wholesale. It's like, if I sell you, I'm getting paid, I for sure sold you, and I'm getting paid 48 hours later.
Right.
And it's 9 months in advance. So people pay a monthly premium. Let's say it's $100 and they're at 100% on the grid. They're getting paid the next day like $900.
Right.
But if they're at 145% of the grid, they're making whatever that is for 9 months. So
because the insurance company knows they're going to have them for like the next 8 years.
Right.
Right. And then there's people that are going to have term insurance, let's say for 10, 15 years, that pay every single payment on time and don't die. That's just profitability for the insurance company.
That's what I have. We were talking about that with who were we talking about? Remember when I was telling you to get who?
It was the infinite banking guy. The credit.
I can't remember.
The HELOC guy.
Oh yeah, with
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
We were talking about death and what you need to do to prepare for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, you need to get insurance.
I don't have life insurance.
Yeah. You're about to be sold.
We can
Yeah,
help
I'll
you.
do that.
Hey, I know a guy.
Yeah.
I know.
How did you make so much money your first year? Like making $1 million your first year in insurance sounds like a lot.
Social media.
It's funny, actually. I followed Ryan on TikTok back in the day, and I saw that a lot of your stuff would pop off. So during COVID, I'm just studying social media, like what's going viral, what's not. So then I would just take what he's doing and make it for insurance. And then stuff started popping off. And then
Were you just pointing to crap?
basically doing little dances.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my social blew up. So by 2 months in, I had like 250,000 followers on TikTok. And everyone's asking me how to get policies. And I'm like, well, I should probably get licensed so I can sell these. That's when I got licensed and started slanging.
Wait, what were you selling before if you weren't licensed?
I was just
Talking about-
I was talking about how I was using policies.
Just to
So-
make content.
Yeah, because I was using them in my real estate to
Yeah.
multiply money, and I would show that in videos, and I had no thought of actually monetizing the insurance piece. And then as people started just saying, "Dude, how do I get a policy? How do I get a policy?" I'm like, I should probably get licensed.
Yeah. So you get licensed and just literally from organic, you make 7 figures.
Yeah, I've never paid for any ads.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How much do you make in like reoccurring? And do you have to give up your old insurance claims?
Nope.
Now that you're like opening a new business?
No, because they're separated for him.
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
has 2 different licenses.
I'm at like 400 grand passive from like the renewals.
Damn.
5 years in.
That's a lot.
And how long do those renewals last? Till they die?
Some policies, they just taper off. So you get paid a little bit more like year 2 through 6. And then like year 6 through 10 is a little less. And then year 11 and on is even a little less.
Got it.
But as long as you keep writing, the renewals just keep getting bigger.
Right. So why sell life insurance versus the other types of insurance you could sell? Because I've been thinking about using my marketing ability to run ads, not organic, to just crank out, P&C.
I could answer that, and then you can
Yeah.
give your take if you want. But I think one, that's where all the money's at, and you kind of alluded to that earlier. But 2, it's really the only thing that you actually need insurance for. If you really think about it, most people, almost everyone, will insure their cars.
Yeah.
But you're not guaranteed to crash,
Right.
right? People insure their houses. You're not guaranteed to burn it down. You insure your phone. You're not guaranteed to drop it unless you're me.
Yeah.
But you're guaranteed to die. So it would make sense to insure that, especially if someone is the bread earner in the family.
Right. That makes sense. But so do you just think it's easier to sell because it's guaranteed to happen? Like why? I guess financially, which one is more lucrative for somebody who's like, I want to be an insurance agent. What type of agent should I be? Because there's a million ways to sell
I'm
it.
pretty sure they make, you could answer this, but more money, you get better splits on the life insurance. And to Devin's point, I think there's a lot more demand for it to where that's what I really like about this business as I was diving into it is there's a lot of ways to generate easy leads, and especially with a company that we work with. Like they're spending millions of dollars and then just giving you inbound leads. Like someone's literally calling in, they're live transferring to an agent saying, I'm interested in final expense, and you're off to the races trying to figure out what type of policy you should be writing for them. Like their outbound stuff or their cold stuff is basically web form leads, which to us is warm leads in the wholesale world,
Yeah,
right?
They're inbound.
Yeah, those are inbound. That's not inbound in this world. So I'm like outbound. So like the only things that I'd say are you're kind of like not really cold calling on, but they sell age leads, and I know that you've
Yeah.
People that ended up not converting. So like the people that are really just getting started that have no money, they have to plow through a bunch of people that may or may not have been interested in the last 6 to 12 months.
Right.
But everything else is high intent, interested in getting life insurance. And I was like, I could build systems and processes around that. So like that's where my head went to is because I know you're a strong operator as well. So I'm like, oh wow, like there's some really cool stuff we could do here, and it's not very sophisticated yet. So I think I could do some damage on the tech side.
I would say if someone's getting into insurance for ease, they're not going to do life insurance. Life insurance is a harder sale than like property and casualty.
Yeah,
right?
because the ticket's lower.
Yeah, it's lower and like
You have to have it in
you-
terms of
Yeah.
your car and house. It's required.
yeah, you're not required to have life insurance.
Right.
So I think that's why you're paid more is because it is a harder sale, but it's a lot more. You get paid a lot more with life
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah, because like I've been running pro formas on PNC, and it's like, okay, if the average policy is like $1,000, and you don't make much. It's
Right.
just volume.
Right.
Yeah, but in life insurance, it's like, oh, you can make $1,450 on that year.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And then you can sell the book of business too. That's the really cool part.
Right.
Like David did that, sold it for like 350 mil.
Yep.
PHP, people helping people, same kind of model. Just built it up and then sold the book.
Yeah. Speaking of that, so they can join, and then you're saying they'll buy leads. How much do they need to get started?
I would say, someone that comes from the corporate world that's had some success that wants to go out on their own, you need about $1,000 a week. So $1,000 for your first week, really to get started and get going quickly. And then you're going to kind of scale up to, I'd say $6,000 to $10,000 a month, depending on the leads and how much you want to work. And that should get you $40,000 to $80,000 a month in premiums written.
If you close, and
Right.
you'll make. Well, I mean, if you write 80,000 in premiums, you make 100%. That'd be $80,000.
You get 9 months advanced. So 75% of it. You still get the other 3 months
Later on.
Later on. So
Yeah. Once the client pays month 10, you get paid that month 11, month 12.
You're saying that. Let me get this straight. 10,000 in ad spend could make 80,000.
100 grand.
So 10x.
The 10x.
That's
That's better than any business.
It sounds
period.
too good to be true. I'm just gonna call it.
I'm telling you, that is what I've been saying for literally. I've dove and dove and dove.
You're like,
and
this can't be
dove.
true. Nobody's getting 10x's.
The ROAS is legit like that
That's let's back up. That's
for someone really good.
yes,
really good.
That's for like rock.
Giuliani.
Oh, your boy Giuliano. What does he sell?
Yeah.
He sells
What
life
does he sell?
insurance, right?
Yeah, he does the same thing, but he sells his dancing after recruiting. I guess I don't know.
Well, Dev dances
he
too.
was-
Their partner's
yeah,
the same.
yeah.
He was the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's
He's a
dancing and
knockoff.
drinking. Yeah.
Like
They've
a
been doing this since 2020.
I'd say ROAS, like realistically, like some people, but I'm gonna say
But even if it's half and it's a 5x, that's insane.
I'm talking like 5 to 8 is pretty realistic for someone good, and I'm watching people do this for months and months and months now.
I want to do it. I mean, I literally any business, if you could give me, if I could put $1 and get 5, why not?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I do it?
Yeah.
Because it's just marketing and sales.
Yeah, but you don't even have to do it. You just have to get these people the right leads. You could be selling the leads too if you wanted to.
Oh
your
yeah.
agency.
No,
How
I'm
much
not
does
gonna
the
do it.
leader
Yeah.
make? If the salesperson makes that, how much does
So
the person?
that's where it gets kind of crazy. This is where it's almost confusing.
Okay.
But if you're just producing, you can get to 120% of the premium, right? It's when you start building a team, you can get up to the 145. So as your team starts doing really, really well, like when we bring people on, they're going to build teams that we'll eventually make no money off of them. We'll get bonuses and stuff because they'll be at 145, we'll be at 145. But because they've got so much volume, they keep us at that 145 number.
So the overall company has to do a certain amount of volume to get 145. Is that
Right,
what
$1
you're
million a month with the company we're with.
Okay, so at $1 million a month,
And premium.
your whole team gets 145.
No,
And
we do.
We're at 145. Let's say our
The
average
owners get
agents.
no, I get that. Like you're at this 145, and then you can pay your team whatever you want.
There's a grid too. So depending on what they do every month, it's anywhere from 80, as Devin said, to 120%. And if they have a team too, they could be all the way up to 145 as well.
But I'm just saying, if somebody's at 80, you would get the delta.
Correct.
Correct.
You're
Yeah.
getting the override.
Yeah,
So-
as the team leader.
Right. So if they write 10,000 in premium,
We're mathing.
we're getting paid $6,500 off
Four
that.
dudes
Yeah,
carrying it.
and then as they get better, they take some from you,
Yeah.
and then you'll end up with 20.
On a bigger number.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's our job to mentor them, help them get better,
Yeah.
and then teach them how to do all the recruiting, because we're doing a ton of recruiting. That's where you are spending money on paid ads, and we're doing a bunch of money, or spending a lot of money on the organic side too, having a videographer and editors and stuff like that. But
Well, you're spending money to get leads for actual, life insurance, people who you want to sell to, and then you're spending money to recruit.
correct.
Yeah, so I guess if somebody's getting started, I mean, do you even want them trying to recruit right away, or probably
No.
sell? Like
They-
they don't
they
need
need
to
to
worry
learn.
about recruiting.
They need to learn.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to do the business, because if you're recruiting people on your team, like that's not our job to train them and do everything for them. Like you need to be able to onboard them, and when they have questions, help them. And it probably, I'd say like 6 to 12 months, you could probably start building a small little team. It just depends on how fast you catch on.
Yeah.
I think with us, though, the reason why we've done well so far is that we're teaching people how to do something I've already done. It's not like I'm saying, here, go do this, and I've never done it. I've sold a lot of insurance. So I'm like, I know how to sell the insurance. Just do this, and you'll do well.
Yeah, when you were making $1 million, was it you selling the policies?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would get a lead, you'd hop on a call with them and just be like, hey, all right, here's the policy, and they'd buy.
Right. And then when it got so big to where I couldn't take all the leads, I'd start giving away some of them and then sharing a portion of the commission.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I've done it. So it's like I'm not teaching you how to do something I haven't done. I've
Yeah.
done this.
So right now you're going to recruit people who are you'll train them, teach them, all that stuff, but they do need to pay for their own leads.
Yep. It's their own business. It's almost like a franchise model is kind of how I look at it. It's like, here's your business in a box. Here's where you go to do all these things. Here's all the options. Let's figure out where your finances are at. Do you have no money to start? Do you have 500? Do you have 1,500 to get started? Because you'll get paid that first week. If you have $1,000, you will write a couple policies. Like we will make sure you're trained, you're ready.
You're just going to reinvest it the next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like a realtor.
But you get paid all
Yeah,
the
but
time.
realtors take 30 to 60 days.
Yeah, but I'm saying the brokerage model. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
join a brokerage and then
Yeah, it could be like
you
real to some degree too. There's that model as well,
Downlines.
downlines and stuff like that. That's just how the life insurance world works. And it took me some time. I'm like, is this an MLM? Is this shady? Like, I don't understand. So I had to ask. I asked so many questions in like 8
Yeah.
different ways to just make sure. I was like, I don't need money to do this at all.
We just had a network marketing guy on,
Yeah.
and they make bank.
makes
And I was like, I want to be a network marketer. I'm like, I want to recruit.
yeah.
That's funny.
Hey, I hope you're enjoying this episode, but how would you like to be the one that I'm interviewing on this show? I'm looking for entrepreneurs who've got a great message to share, who have an inspiring story, and who can add value to the audience. So submit by going to wealthyway.com. So, okay, I understand that. My question is, in the insurance game with you guys, what I've heard is like with PNC and stuff, your renewals are like bigger. Like it, in life insurance, you get a big chunk in year one and then it's like a lot lower versus
Mhm.
PNC is like pretty stable all throughout.
Mhm.
Is that true?
Yep.
Okay.
But it's a percentage of the size of the policy. So even if it's a bigger percentage on a smaller dollar amount, it's still not a lot of money.
Right.
Right.
It's just all volume.
Right.
Got it.
So what would you do if you were a guy like me who was like, hey, you know what? I just kind of want to hire salespeople and I'll fund the leads myself, and just how would you split them differently?
That's the cool thing too, is you can do
Whatever you want.
infinite amount of splits. So like,
Yeah, they're not getting 80% when they take no risk. They're just a sales guy.
Can
Well,
you
you
hire
could-
VAs?
Yeah.
You can?
Like to
To
Well,
sell.
No,
Not
don't
to
you got to be
sell.
licensed?
You have to have insurance license.
You can get them to schedule.
So, like, if someone wanted to get started with us, we have a $39 course they have to take. It's about 20 hours, and then it's $50 to $100 to get your life insurance license. Like, that's all it
It's
takes.
even
to
easier
start.
than being a realtor.
Yeah, way easier.
And then, obviously, you got to get your fingerprint clearance, and then you get licensed in your home state, and then almost all the other states reciprocate, and those are what, $20 to $100 to add.
Some are $5 up to like 200 depending on the state.
Are you licensed everywhere?
I am, yeah.
We are.
I am.
Are you licensed yet?
We own the LLC together. There's no reason for me to be licensed. My job is to optimize and figure out ways for the agents to be more efficient and on the phones more.
Okay. Hey, you guys heard it. He said we are, right? So when continuing ed comes,
He's
throwing it your way. Throwing it your way.
So, but like, I guess, what would you do if I was like, hey, I want to just recruit people and I'll cover the lead expense?
What I would do is I would keep them at the 80 and let them move up the grid, but then you can split it. So like, let's say you give them a 50% split. So they're getting 80%, but only on 50% of the actual premium. So they can still move up to their 120 or whatever.
I see what you're saying.
But you're splitting it. So you're keeping 50.
Yeah.
And you're also keeping the delta on the whole amount.
Right. Because I'm taking the risk and putting up the capital.
And then if they start buying their own leads, you give them 100% of whatever they're out in the grid.
Yeah. It's not a bad way to, like, I guess, help people who don't have money get started if you really believe in them.
Yep.
Well, at that point, we're gonna have, because we're gonna have some of those people come in, but like our agency is called the Standard, and what we really are looking for, our avatar is someone making 50 to 200 that has that corporate job that doesn't want to be employed anymore and wants to grow their.
Can they do it on the side?
They could start on the side to replace that income. So 30, 60, 90 days, but we want this to be people's full-time thing. I'm not doing this to work with people part-time and that have excuses. And, you know, you've coached and stuff, and I'm going to be doing that to some degree. That's not why I'm doing this.
Dev, what's the sales pitch? Is it like Giuliano where you're just dancing and then they hop on and you get all serious? Like, how does it go down?
I mean, yeah, you could do that if you're trying to get a following, right? But
pitch me. Can we do a role play?
Yeah, let's do a role play.
I actually need
because
insurance.
I think he's like cold calling legitimately. He's
calling leads. He has leads.
So he has actual
he's in the same space that we are.
Yeah,
okay. He's just dancing before. Someone rings.
Okay, so let's pretend you were dancing and Brian picked.
Yeah.
So okay, what?
All right,
ring.
I would say something like, "This is Devin Burr. I'm a licensed broker on a recorded line. Are you looking for final expense or burial coverage today?"
What is that?
So you would know. That's the thing, is people are calling in right?
Okay.
So
cold calling.
Okay. Well, I would say, what were the two options?
Final expense or burial?
Final expense.
Okay, perfect. And I can go over the best options for you and give you the cost for those. Is that okay?
Okay.
So if they were to say no, we can hang up in the first 90 seconds and we're not charged for that lead, which is nice. So our script basically disqualifies people up front.
Okay.
In the first 90 seconds.
You get paid for only, is it a live transfer?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they're either calling into a number or live transfer. And that's what we're with Family First Life. That's the IMO that we're with. They're so good at marketing. They make it really easy.
What is an IMO?
It is, I always forget what it stands for. Marketing organization, but it's basically like
insurance.
A big company that has the contracts with each carrier.
Okay.
And then you contract under them. So like if we can work up to 145, Family First Life probably has their contract at like 150.
They're just doing massive volume.
So they're doing millions and millions and millions of dollars at like 10%.
They're going to do $1 billion this year, actually.
Yeah, and they'll make 5-10% of that.
Got it. So they're generating leads. You're buying phone calls. So these aren't even cold call. Like you're just getting live transfers.
Yes.
Yep. And they convert 1 out of every 3. If it gets to 90 seconds and they're disqualified, you hang up. There's no charge for it. They're like $50 to $70, and the average premium's like $1,400 a year.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you buy 10 leads, let's call that $500 to $600 worth of leads, then yeah, you're making, if you're good, about $6,000. If you're decent, you're making about $3,000.
Why doesn't everyone just do this? I don't get it.
That's I agree.
What's the? There's some
Yeah.
we're not hearing.
There's no catch, man. I'm telling you.
Why have I been wholesaling?
Yeah. Why don't I just quit this podcast right now and go sell for you?
I mean,
it's 2 option
we
closed.
could do
That's
it
easy.
together. It's all a team.
I'm canceling the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm just
Everyone leave.
No, but I think people could do really well, 1099 or starting their first small business. But
Yeah.
I mean, we've both been a part of CG and wholesalers, and I've seen people grow their net worth to 9 figures doing real estate and wholesaling. And Doug Hopkins is a great example of someone that's done that for a long time. I don't know a ton of people yet in the insurance space that are worth $100-something million. And I don't know as many people that have built as big as scalable of businesses as wholesaler, flipper, wholesaler developers. So I think it depends on what you want to do and your threshold for risk. I think this is something that's predictable and stable and something that you could start winning fast in. But
to me, I feel like you'd get way wealthier doing this. Like just because, well, for one, an insurance guy actually told me this in M19 because I didn't realize how lucrative insurance was until I started M19 because we have at least 10% of people that are doing insurance in the group. I'm like, why are all these insurance dudes in this group? And then they start telling me about how much they make. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what are you doing for this and that? And it's like, their business is not complex at all.
I'm telling you.
And I'm like, how do you make what am I missing here? They're like, you're literally not missing anything. And I was like, okay.
A big thing too, though, is it's not sexy. When you say you're a life insurance agent
or agency,
yeah, it's not sexy, but like wholesaler for real estate sounds good, right? It's just not sexy to be in life insurance.
Podcast.
The paycheck.
Yeah, podcaster.
You know what's
Going to the
sexy though?
studio.
Is making a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Tech entrepreneur.
No, Ryan, I was in the same boat. And like the more I unraveled and the more I learned about it, I think, I'm going to get in. Maybe you'll get in. I think as more sophisticated people get in, I think it could bring more competition. But right now I'm telling you, dude, like a decent wholesale operator would go crush it building a team over there. Crush it.
I think you asked this question again, but I'm going to ask it again. So you sold your business for $35 million.
Correct.
Right? Out of all the industries I'm sure you looked into,
Yes.
why this one?
Because it's ripe for disruption.
Because it gets a 10x ROAS. That's why. It's very common sense to me.
Yeah.
And the cash conversion is a day. Like I get why. And I'm like, why wouldn't I do this?
Yeah, but I want to hear him because I'm sure you had how long were you like not doing anything after?
I saw batch data, right?
Yeah.
But
he has a job, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing that forever. That will eventually be sold too. And I was just trying to look for what's next and what I want to do. And I didn't want to have 250 employees again. Like I didn't want to do that.
Yeah. But don't most of these life insurance companies have like thousands of employees? I've been to Patrick Bet-David's event and it was at a stadium full of people.
Correct. That's the IMO, which would be Family First Life in our case. We have an agency. Everyone under us is 1099 and self-employed. I don't have a single employee.
Yeah.
None.
It's like a real estate brokerage. Like
yeah. So we're there helping people. And I feel like this industry, if you put the right systems and processes in place, I think I could help people be successful. This is really about, I've already made my bag. Like I want to help other people like reach their goals and dreams too. This is more of a passion project for me than it is, I want to go make millions. But if I do a good job, that will happen.
Yeah. I'm not trying to sound like a jerk, but if you want to help people, like you could go do charity. So like in a business sense, what is so special about this business versus like other ones? Is it just because like you're saying that there's not a lot of, I guess, sophisticated marketers in it yet?
That's part of it. And operators, probably even more operators than marketers. Because I think there's a lot of great ways to get leads. I don't think people have used AI to streamline. I feel like the CRMs are like really substandard. Like I built a crazy product at Batch Leads and Batch Dialer, and the stuff that people are using in the life insurance space.
Yeah.
It's like wholesaling 10 years ago. Like I just saw an opportunity of like, there's a lot of things that could be done to make it better. And that's what I did with the software for real estate. I'm like,
yeah,
this all sucks. I'm going to go build something. And now I actually know how to do it.
And I actually use batch to this day. So like I believe you. But yeah, I just wanted a real answer. Not
That's
like,
why
I'm trying to help people. It's like I get that.
I like the idea of partnering with him because of that. Because he's built these tech companies that have kind of disrupted the industry with real estate. Life insurance is super antiquated. Super antiquated. All the systems they're stuck in like the 80s.
Yeah.
So having a tech guy come in to pair that with insurance, it hasn't been done.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think the other thing too that's different about it is, to your point, you can sell the book because in wholesale you can't do that.
Yep.
And I would even push back because Jesse, you said, you saw all these big guys in real estate. Somebody told me at M19 that insurance is actually the number one career for creating millionaires. It's not real estate.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I think finance kind of goes in with insurance.
Yeah, but like,
we gotta ask Claude. Yeah.
All right. Let's
settle this.
That's my buddy.
All these fake statistics jumping around.
Hey, Claude, I've heard from a rumor on this podcast, Wealthy Way, that insurance, the host was saying that insurance is the number one way to become a millionaire, not real estate. Is this true? All right, let's see what it says.
Is it probably going to go really good or it's going to get off?
I've heard it from an insurance guy.
So you know it's true.
You know it's true.
Yeah.
They've been around the longest.
But I really think, Ryan, this is, wholesaling 10,
Insurance
11.
is my next business. I've already decided.
Amen.
Well,
we're sold.
We would love to work with you.
I'm in.
Sign us up.
Okay. Claude's making fun of me. Short answer, no. That's podcast hyperbole. There's a kernel of truth buried in it, spreading misinformation. What insurance they meant. Owning an insurance agency in business, this one is legit. P&C agencies throw off recurring revenue, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of quiet millionaires there. Cash value, whole life insurance, the infinite banking.
That's what Devin did.
Yep. It has real uses, blah, blah, blah. That's just an investment thing. Insurance is wealth protection, true, but different. Studies of self-made millionaires consistently point to boring, consistent investing.
Boom.
Claude doesn't.
Come on,
know.
Claude.
Claude doesn't know anything.
Claude doesn't know.
Claude's tripping.
Claude, of course, if you invest money, you'll freaking become a millionaire. But how do you make money beyond just investing? What is the number one profession beyond investing, just making money? Yeah, whatever you can make is active income. Yeah. What produces the most millionaires? That's a good point about active income. It's like, put money in the stock. Well, duh.
Well, yeah, because you said become a millionaire.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is a great way. And I'm seeing these 20, 25-year-old, 30-year-olds that have struggled with shitty jobs, and they're making a lot of money now. It's wild, dude. It is wild. I'll show you when we get off camera.
Yeah, you've got some of these kids making 7 figures a month.
What?
Damn.
Kids.
Like 23, 24.
Is it because they have big teams?
Yeah, they blew up on social and leverage, all these other young kids doing it. And then it's a revolution, bro. It really is. And we're going to be a part of the wave.
That's why I got my daughter studying up for her license. She's going to college.
How old does someone need to be?
18.
18, yeah. Daughter just turned 18. She's going to recruit all of her college friends. Oh, yeah.
You guys know I love the game of golf, and that is why I started M19. It is a golf mastermind for entrepreneurs who are doing over 7 figures in their business and who want to go on bucket list golf trips together. We already have hundreds of members all across the country, and we've been to some of the best courses in the world, places like Pebble Beach, Pinehurst, Bandon Dunes, and many others. The course is the best place to do deals, make great relationships, and have fun. So go to mastermind19.com today. That's crazy. How do these young kids make $1 million a month? I want to know
They
that.
have big agencies and
just big teams. So the average person does about $10,000 a month in issued paid premium.
Yeah.
So if you have a team of 100 people,
it's $1 million a month.
It's $1 million a month. If you have one owner of that agency, you're keeping probably 45, 50% of $1 million. So you're making monthly $450,000.
So
you build this big and help a lot of people. Like there's a lot of dough to be made.
Yeah. Claude doesn't know. Claude's basically like, anything can make you rich.
True.
That's true. So
I mean, people sell pictures of their feet and they're rich. So
they sell golf memberships. There's a lot of ways to get rich. So let's say I'm going to start a team under you guys.
Yep.
Do I have to get licensed?
Someone does.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone has to get licensed.
Tiffany.
It could be your wife. She could get the license.
No, she ain't going to do that.
Tiffany right here.
Yeah.
Producer right here.
What if me and Brian want to dude, this is what we're going to do. Let's partner like these guys.
I got to hear more about it first.
Okay.
And so one of you would have to get licensed.
Yeah,
You get an
okay.
LLC.
So Brian
sold
already
me
a
on
licensed realtor, so we'll let him get licensed.
Perfect.
I'll get licensed. It's 50
So
bucks.
we have
50
a
bucks.
Ryan. We have a LLC.
Okay.
And then we have a license that Devin has that we all own collectively inside that LLC.
Yeah, I get that.
So then the LLC gets licensed, and because I'm licensed, the LLC is able to get licensed.
Yeah. So me and Brian have an LLC. He gets licensed, and then we just recruit like gangbusters.
Yeah, then you just plug and play
We
with
have
all the stuff
we have all the systems and processes in place, dude.
So we plug in.
What do you think? Okay, let's talk about.
Will you
real
guys train them?
Yeah,
So if me and Brian go recruit like gangbusters, you guys will train them for us?
to a degree. You're gonna eventually have to have someone help. We can't do all of it for you
Yeah.
forever if you have 200 people.
Okay.
Like you're gonna need a corporate train. There's gonna be a few employees that you'll need. You're gonna need an admin to help with all the
Tiffany.
onboarding stuff.
Yeah.
How many
That's
of your
Tiffany.
people are
So you know
virtual
that's Tiffany
versus
right there.
in-house?
Tiffany.
Yeah.
What?
How many are virtual versus in-house?
All of them are virtual.
Okay, so we don't need like this massive office space.
No.
Okay.
You could if
But
you
does
wanted
it do
to.
better if they're like in office?
It's good. Like
Yeah.
I think there's benefits. We go to our Scottsdale office, and there's a bunch of people in there, but I don't think it's a requirement. But I feel like if you want to really build a team and a culture, and
Yeah.
I see people opening offices in a bunch of different cities. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. You could do it with virtually. We're going to focus more on the virtual side because Devin just has a big audience all across the country. I don't want to just be like, we're trying to recruit in Phoenix only.
Yeah.
So what if I want to sell the business? Like what's the optimum, like PBD? What's
Yeah.
the best way to do that?
Do you have to own it? Like you have to be the owner to actually sell it, not work at a brokerage.
No, you can be just an agent and sell your book of business.
Do you-
What does a
do you
book
get
of business sell for? What's
Yeah.
the multiples?
It depends if you have tech. It depends how big it is. We know someone that has sold. So what they did is Integrity is the biggest private equity insurance company. And then they own Family First Life. So like all the big books, Integrity buys from them, and then you would become a managing partner and help grow it and have bonuses on top of that. But they had I don't know what their EBITDA was, but they had a multiple 8-figure exit. I know that.
Damn.
So my friend Justin Brock, he spoke at WealthCon and he's been on the pod. He had a Medicare agency.
Mhm.
Well, he still has it. And I remember I sat down with him for a one-on-one and he starts telling me about the business and stuff. And I remember him saying like their gross top line was like 15 million and he sold for 140.
Wow.
Gross top. What was his bottom line?
It was probably 40%.
That's crazy. When? Like 2020, 2021?
No, like it was like 3 years ago.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Plus Medicare.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's just his
more
multiple.
sticky,
The
right?
multiple they gave was like insane.
I think they're like similar to, like tech, like what I'm guessing like 7 to 10x EBITDA is kind of what
Yeah.
I've heard.
If you have the tech involved.
10 to 12 if you have like, we're building CRM and we'll have customers there and stuff. So I think if you have some IP,
Mhm.
it could be a little more valuable.
If I remember right, I think he told me back then the EBITDA was like 8 or something.
Yeah.
I
That's
can't
like
remember.
16, 17x. But there's companies that have 16, 17x EBITDA or multiples on EBITDA.
Right.
Patrick sold to Integrity, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
When I went to his
Integrity is going to be all of our friends one day, and we're going to be partners with them.
Yeah.
They're just buying all the
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah, they're the biggest PE
They're
company.
the big dog.
And then you're a managing partner, and you're just making sure it continues to grow, and then you have leaders underneath you, man. And
So for Patrick to sell for like 250, he would have had to, if he got
he had like
50x.
30,000 agents or something like that.
Yeah.
The event I went to was literally in a stadium.
Well, I know, but
full of
his is
people.
like
His was more part-time
network
people.
marketing.
Yeah, this is not that. This is people
Yeah,
writing a
you
lot.
want
of
actual producers.
correct.
Where what he was doing was just recruiting anyone and everyone.
And he had like monthly fees, and people did it part-time.
Yeah.
We don't have any of that at Family First.
You only want people actually selling, and you want it to become a full-time gig for
Yeah.
them.
yes, like
And
this is-
Patrick did have people selling. Just to be fair,
He did,
I was
yes,
there
yes.
and I saw people
No,
going
I
on
know.
stage and all that stuff.
but a lot of their
But like
recruiting was
30,000
full-time.
people,
Yeah,
they ain't selling.
It's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah. Very tough.
there's probably 5% that are selling.
And then at Family First, I feel like if you're around there for 6 months, you're selling a good amount. Like you're at 10, 20, 30,000 in issued premium every month.
Well, I'm just reverse engineering. So if you had 250 million as an exit, that means, and you got a 17 multiple, do you just divide it by 17? Yeah. So that'd be 15 million was the EBITDA.
Potentially, yeah.
I doubt it was, actually, he did have a lot of tech too, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if he was 15x EBITDA.
And his brand.
And his brand, yeah. And he still, I think he only sold half of it.
If he had 15 million EBITDA, then at a 15 multiple, that's 225.
Yeah. Sounds realistic. I wouldn't be surprised if...
It's kind of crazy to have a 15... That's $1 million a month EBITDA, which is obviously a lot of money. But like...
It had to have been more than that.
Honestly. Yeah, it had to be more.
I feel like it was more with that many agents.
I don't think so. Because I mean, dude, when you're selling that high, those multiples in insurance are huge.
It could be because it's based off of renewals.
Yeah.
It's not based off of first year.
But that's 30,000 people
Claude
to make that much. All right, Claude.
Claude's our fifth guest.
Claude is the 5th co-host today.
I work with Claude a lot too.
How much did PBD's business sell for? And what do you think his revenue and or EBITDA were? Let's see.
Why Claude?
I'll tell you, like, when I went to that event, they had Bill Belichick there. Freaking Nelly came out and rapped. It was like crazy. And then at Patrick's event.
You remember when I interviewed Patrick?
Yeah.
When I went to Miami, and this was in 22, right before he sold. And so I'm interviewing him. He hadn't sold yet. And he goes, "When's this going out?" I was like, I don't know, like 3 weeks. He's like, "Okay, I can say it." He's like, "Yeah, so we just sold for 250 million." I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
I think he sold half of it. I think he sold like 49 or 50% or something like that. I think.
My guess is he would have, but still, I'm going to guess the 250 was like the valuation.
Yeah.
You know?
So he probably got like 125 or something like that.
Yeah. And I went to the event that I went to was right after he sold that. And then he had Integrity come out and kind of like,
he's like, "Hey, these are my new best friends." Like when I did the pod with you last year, Ryan.
Yeah.
Brian from PropStream was my new best friend.
Yeah.
I was like, I appreciate the money, player.
Guys, I just want you guys to know I'm smart. So in July of 2022, PBD sold PHP to Integrity Marketing. And PBD became a managing partner at Integrity too.
Managing partner.
It's widely reported for a $250 million plus earnouts. And he had 27,000 agents. Some reports put the peak closer to 40,000. Serving roughly 500,000 clients. Now, to your actual question, reverse engineering, the business type matters. PHP is an FMO/IMO, life insurance annuity distribution org. It doesn't underwrite risk. It sits between carriers and agents. That's kind of like what you guys are talking about.
Yep.
Exactly the kind of business that traded at rich multiples in the hot 21, 22 insurance M&A market. They were going for 15 to 20x EBITDA back then. If the 250, including earnouts, reflects that blend, that means his EBITDA was $14 million to $15 million. But the earnouts muddy this. If, say, 150 to 180 was paid up front, and then the rest is unlocked, it was probably more like 10 to 14 million. So yeah, Claude's guess was it was netting 12 to 15 million.
Wow.
Because they spent a lot of money on the recruiting, the big conferences. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of overhead. Yeah.
Yeah. That event was at least a few $1 million, like minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. It was at the MGM.
Well, because they're trying to recruit so many agents. Like you gotta that's a network marketing thing. Like it's all we
just want to get like, a few hundred or a few thousand people that are just writing a ton. I don't want 40,000 part-time people.
Right.
Like that's not what I'm trying to accomplish here.
That's the only thing that scared me about getting into life insurance is I feel like you gotta like be like a hype man and
But it seems like you could just be a savage producer and do great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking about the owner. Like the main guy.
You got to get because I guess you got to keep these talented people happy because
so we're spoiling them because they could go right wherever they want.
Right.
So we want to make sure that
giving great
we're supporting them, great splits, ahead on tech so they have the competitive advantage. All those things that I want to do is what's going to keep our people around.
But this is kind of my point, Davila, is like that he sold for 250 million at like a 15 million EBITDA.
Yeah.
Like we can't do that in real estate.
No way.
Mm-mm.
No.
You can't sell a wholesale company.
And you can't really do that in many other businesses, period.
Well, let me rephrase the question. Why are you wholesaling?
I don't know.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's wholesale versus insurance.
Okay, so Brian, wholesales. Okay, so let's talk about this. We're 50 minutes in. Now we're getting
now we're getting to
now that we've set the stage, because everyone knows what wholesale is already who's watching. So for me,
or real estate versus insurance.
Well, let's talk wholesale in specific because you're somebody trying to make some money quick. So like for me, I just have never done the insurance game, so I don't know any other way.
Right.
But I am highly interested.
Yeah.
Now, I do say wholesale's got the benefit of like you can make a fat check. I mean,
quick.
There ain't many things.
Not
you can
quick,
make.
But I'd say first 90 days. If you
90 days. If you can make 15 to 30K, like that's pretty life changing.
Yep.
So I think it has that benefit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
no license.
And you can also get started with technically very little. Like you don't need 1,000. Like I was just thinking in my head when you're like, 1,000 a week. I was like, dude, if I told somebody 1,000 a week was what they needed, they'll never start.
Yeah, that's tough.
So here, let me show you like the proof in the pudding. 2 weeks ago, Zach started for us his first full week of writing. He wrote $10,000 in premium.
Part-time.
So he made 10 grand.
7,500.
Yeah. And what did he spend?
I'll quit my job right now.
$1,000. I'm not kidding. Like I'll show you guys on Discord when we get off. Like bang, 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 bang. Like what did he spend? $500 on leads?
I think about 1,000. So he bought like $500 worth of outbounds. Tried banging those out, and he's like, "Screw this! I'm just gonna get people call me."
Yeah.
So then he spent another $500 on inbounds, and then he got like 6 off of those.
Okay.
And then did he have sales experience? Before?
Solar, yeah.
Okay, so he's
a sales guy.
Yeah.
But he's good. But like if you have some sales acumen and you want to do better and make more and kind of create your own hours and start your own first small business, I think this is the best. And I've done wholesale, I've done flipping, I've done a lot of things too. I've done software. I think there's a wave here right now.
Dude, I want to ask you about wholesaling. This actually applies. Did you put out a report that like 75% of wholesalers went out of business or something like that?
I keep hearing about that.
Yeah.
People like quoting us.
Yeah. Nick Perry
said that.
Saying that. And I actually said it because I got it from him, but now you're here. It sounds like
did his AI say that?
I don't think the reports we generate are more on like the actual market, not how many wholesalers. We ran an estimate like years ago with Brent trying to figure this out, and that may have been the number that we said. Like, but I don't think there was scientific evidence to like. I don't want Batch's name on that.
It's like the hearsay. Of like, real estate makes all the millionaires. Everyone knows it. 90%.
I guess what data have you seen before you sold Batch leads on like how the wholesale market is doing?
Well, we're intimately, we lost a lot of customers over a 2-year span because of the market and it getting harder and PropStream and all these other companies. So we had some ideas of what was going on. And then I think Evo did some of his nerdy stuff with our technical people, and they like ran some guesstimates. And that's kind of what they came up with.
What did they come up with?
Yeah, like 60-70% of people quit, like especially the new people.
Okay.
Yeah, like just getting started people. I think the people that have done good and done it for a long time are thriving more than ever. Like I've seen that at Collective Geniuses. These people are growing year over year over year.
That's Brian.
That's me.
Because of less competition, probably, right?
Yeah, and I think part of that's less competition, and it's just more expensive to start playing this game now.
Yeah. It's rather you're like a big fish or you're not getting in.
And that's why I think
that's like every industry. Yeah, I feel like. Because I'm in a lot of industries and I just see it no matter what. It's like competition is just harder.
Yeah.
There may be less, but those at the top are really freaking good.
How much are you guys paying per lead again on inbound?
50 to 70.
$50 to $70.
If someone would literally call you saying, "I'm interested in final expense. Tell me more."
And they got a 33% close rate.
If they're not, hang up, no charge.
What the hell?
It's wild, bro.
And you guys are going to a third party that sells these leads.
So our IMO, Family First Life, is Integrity is generating these leads. They spend a ton of money.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're trying to make a bunch.
You don't even have to learn how to be a marketer either.
No,
business.
No.
You
need to learn how to sell, and then if you want to build a team and make it,
that's where you have to learn how to be a marketer if you want to build a team.
So why did you learn to be a marketer? Because you were just creating content. That's how you did it.
Right.
we're going in a circle, but why wouldn't everyone just do this? If it's $60 to start, you can get $50 leads, close 1 out of 3.
I think it's like, you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
Right. People just don't know that this is a
thing.
Like I didn't know, and I was in insurance, one of the top producers in the nation, and I didn't know this was a
I know if
side
somebody
of
wants to
insurance.
go with you guys, because like I think they're convinced. So where they go?
Yeah.
I'd say it's our website. You could fill out to see if you're a fit with us. It's the standardagency.io.
Standardagency.io.
The standard.
The standardagency.io.
Nice.
Very techie. The .io.
They didn't have .com.
No, I know. But anytime I hear .io, I'm like, oh, tech.
We got a little, we're gonna have a
Why
little
not
tech
.ai?
We thought about it. I went with the IO. I like the IO.
You know, I bought a new domain. So my favorite thing to do is buy domains. And, we were building out this AI internally and stuff, and it's pretty sick. And we just call it the Pineda AI. And I was like, oh, I'm going to buy like PinedaAI.com or whatever. And then I saw it was like Pineda.ai is available. I was like, sick. That's my newest collection.
How many
People can go to it.
How many domains do you have?
Hold on, guess. How many do you think he has?
47.
Oh, way more. You're
Those are rookie numbers.
Rookie numbers, bro.
This is.
Guy is freaking
113.
It used to be in the hundreds. Yeah. So any idea? I'm like,
Hey.
I may use that one day.
Yeah.
Let's buy.
You collect watches. He collects
Connects domains.
I for sure do.
Yeah.
He
But-
probably makes more money than I do.
No, I've made no money.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't collect them for like profit.
Yeah. Just pure passion.
It's I do. When you talk about doing something for the love of the game, that's me.
You're just
Oh,
so
no,
committed to these domains.
Yeah.
I'm like, one day it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
You know how many golf domains I had for years before I finally like did a golf business? I had at least 30. I had wealthygolf.com. I couldn't even tell you some of them. Some of them are ridiculous.
Tell us the
Are
ridiculous.
you just like in your bed at night? Like,
Yeah.
I need this domain.
Go daddy, text him direct.
Dude, I bought one.
Main guy.
Okay, so I'll tell you one ridiculous one that I had. They made me let go. But one day I was just
His wife's like, Brian, if you
No.
You're
So-
buying another domain?
So I'll tell you a funny one. So one day we were just joking around on the golf course. And it's so funny because Bryson does this now. So Bryson's jumbo grips?
Yeah.
They're like the huge
Shambo, yeah.
grips. Before that was a thing, I had this idea. I was like, dude, what if you had like bigger grips? I think that could be like a good idea. Because I think, whatever, like these grips are so small and whatever. I was like, I bet you people would buy big grips. I was like, what would you call them? I was like, girth grips. You need like a nice girthy grip for your club. And so I bought girthgrips.com. And I was like,
It's gonna hit.
it's going to hit one day, dude. And I was like, the marketing is genius.
Yeah.
They're just nice and girthy. You could like put veins on them. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I just came up with this
Yeah.
plan. I was like, it would be sick.
Yeah.
And so anyways, I sat on them.
You are a true serial entrepreneur.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. I was like, this would kill it. And I could come up with the backstory and the marketing and be hilarious.
If you ever wondered what golfing with Ryan is like, this is what it's.
So this is how M19 started.
Yeah.
From girth grips.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But anyways, I say all that because it did actually work, because now it's not called girth grips, but they have jumbo grips and they're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
Those are getting super popular. But it was my idea. And my name was better than those.
Yeah. So what's the play? Like, you guys are trying to get to, you said a couple thousand agents?
Yeah.
How long is that going to take?
I'd say a couple years.
Under 3 years, I think.
Under 3
Yeah,
years.
like, okay, tell me the plan of the agency, because now I'm thinking about PBD and I'm like, oh yeah, if the agents make most of the money, then yeah, you do need a lot of, because you're basically only making the delta at that point.
Yeah, they call it override in insurance, but
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're making the override. So I guess in your guys' projections, you got 100 agents who do 10,000. That's $1 million a year,
a month.
a month in premium.
Yep.
And your override average would be what?
On that, probably 45.
So at 40% of a million, you would
But
make.
you're gonna have some overhead too. Like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be some
But your,
admins.
your gross revenue for you guys is like $400K a month at that point.
Yeah, like 400, 450, 500. And then you're going to have, at that point, you're going to have an admin, a corporate trainer, a couple full-time people on, the media side of things as well. But it's not super cumbersome with, actual employees or people working with you full time.
Yeah.
That's what I really like. The guy that
the fulfillment of insurance is easy. You never even call your freaking insurance guy.
Well, we're just the brokers. So it's like we're writing for.
You don't even do anything then, because then you're not even handling fulfillment afterwards.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. How many agents do you think it's going to take you to get to $1 million a month?
I'd say with how we're building ours out, I'd say 50 to 75 would be my guess. Our agents are probably going to be writing 20 grand a month or more. Like, I want people doing this as their full-time thing. And if you're doing it full-time, like I've already sold my company or one of my companies. I don't want to work with people that don't want to go all in alongside me. This isn't all about money and dollars for me. This is really about helping people.
So what would happen if you guys got to $1 million a month in premiums and, your guys' override and then the net's, I don't know, 300 grand a month? Like, what's that business worth? I mean, if PBD's net was $1 million a month and he's worth 200 something mil, but I guess that was back in 21, 22.
But that was $1 million a month off of renewals. So
because that's your year one money.
Yeah.
Your renewals are probably,
let's call it 5%. So off of $1 million a month, we're at 50 grand.
Got it. So your year one is really good, and after that, it's
right. So it's just year after year. You have to. It's going to take time to build it up, and you have to build to really sell. You have to have a big team. But if you have some tech and some infrastructure, and we haven't even got that far ahead. I want to start building this out and helping people, and then we know a few people pretty closely that have already sold. I'd say in a year or two, we could start asking some of those questions. Right now, it's let's go build and go help people.
But I'm just saying, like, you've had to have thought about it. Like, how many agents do you need to be $100 million value? Do you know?
I don't
either.
Say 1,500.
We're going to ask Claude.
Claude,
how many agents at $10,000 a month in premiums would my friend Jesse and Devin need to be worth $100 million agency like PBD's?
I say 1,500.
I think, well, if he had 30,000, but many were non-producers.
I'm just thinking, I don't want to like call out people that have told us things. So I don't know how big they were when they sold to Integrity.
Hayden?
Yeah.
Around 1,500 agents.
Okay.
Ooh, and how much did they sell for?
I can't disclose that.
Multiple 8 figures.
Multiple 8.
Yeah.
So maybe you might need like 10,000 agents to be worth 100.
It depends on how
much they're writing,
how sticky the business is. Meaning, like,
they didn't have any tech either. No tech.
So,
or no IP.
When you sell, it's based off of renewals. So part of what we're building with the CRM and everything is different touch points to make sure that people renew their policies. So if they're not renewing, there's not as much renewals. You can't sell for as much.
Yeah.
So industry average is about 70 to 75% persistency. So out of 100 people, 75 people are going to renew. Our goal is to get that to like 90, 93.
Yeah. So
honestly, for me, this is more of like active income. Like I sold batch. I'm going to sell the other side of batch in probably a few years. I just want active income so I could go grow all that money and then have the active income support my lifestyle, honestly.
It basically said
now if we sell again, cool.
Yeah.
That's
you need 1,500 actual producers.
Bro, that's crazy.
Well, look at you.
I called that on, bro.
Come on.
I'm like the Matrix, bro.
Come on,
man.
All these numbers all over the place.
Sounds like you should be a part of the standard.
I'm down, bro.
Well, we're together.
You got to have pink hair to be in the standard.
Yes, sir.
We can do that. I can do it for you. No, but that's why we're partnering. You get licensed and I'll get pink hair.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's go.
Yeah. Is the standard have pink colors? How's it
No,
work?
it's
Black
gold
and
and
gold.
black.
Okay. I told
We didn't copy up.
so we're gonna be in
He really copied you, bro.
Jesse,
There's no way, bro.
do you got like what else do you got that I need to know about?
I mean, I golfed before you.
You did golf, but did you?
Yeah.
I think I could
According
prove
to
that.
social media, they're gonna be like, did you just start golfing, Jesse? You're
It's
like,
actually, the name is
I got old golf pictures. I got MySpace golf.
there we go.
the name is The Standard Way.
That's funny.
Well, Brian's new show is called The Way. So
Yeah, I copied.
but he copied Jesus.
Well, Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus was
I copied Jesus.
Yeah.
And then you copied Jesus.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess like for me, I guess it's interesting too, because now I'm thinking about wholesale versus life insurance versus P&C, because I've actually run the numbers on PNC with some M19 guys because they want to partner. They're like, bro, you bring your marketing stuff to us and we'll murder it. And I think the difference with PNC is that their recurring is so much, it's spread out. It's the same every year.
Right.
Versus life is so front loaded.
Yeah.
And PNC is like, so their values are going to be higher with their customers because it's like, you know. So I'm just kind of thinking that. I'm like, okay. Because in the projections of PNC, it's like you break even year one to acquire the customer.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you just do both?
Frick, I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
But I was thinking about it because I'm like, okay,
You have multiple licenses.
I'm breaking even in year one, which it's fine because I'll make a ton of money in years 2 through 8.
Right.
And that's, you know, the value that acquirer is going to buy. Because I'm thinking about it from an exit point of view. I'm just like, if I'm going to build this, I want it to be able to exit.
I want to ask about your exit, but
Ask him.
like, how was it exiting a company and making so much money at once? Like, how was it?
It was awesome.
Was it really? I was hoping there was like
That's
a
it.
sad story. Actually,
No, like
I got all
I
this
got
money.
to-
Yeah,
no,
I
like
could do. I colored my hair.
I got fat.
Started buying watches.
yeah, the honest truth, I would say, is this is what we wanted to do. We were intentional about it, and it was time to sell to where we wanted our employees to have an opportunity to grow further in prop stream, and backed by Stewart Title. It's a huge company with a lot of resources.
Yeah.
It was really time to give them a better opportunity, and we got it to where we could get it. And I don't think we were willing to put in that much work to get it to where it needed to go. And it was time to exit. And
I get that.
It was the night basically that we closed, or everything was signed, and we're getting paid the next morning. I remember falling to my knees and crying, and it was like relief. It was excitement. It was, I'm happy that we found a good partner. It was like all of the things combined into one.
What was it like getting a 8-figure
Yeah.
buyer?
Yeah. Tell us
Like
about
you just looked and you're like,
So we're
accurate?
we're in the room. We're in the
Am I
room.
going to jail?
We were in the room with the prop stream people, like doing a meeting because we're saying it to all our company, and like Annie just nails me in the elbow, and she's like, I was like, huh? And she's like, look your Wells Fargo. Because they're like, how do you want it? Separate it to each of you guys? We're like, no, together's good.
Yeah.
Like, just throw it into the
You
business.
just want to
The
see
screenshot.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was incredible. Like,
What'd you do with it?
Yeah. Did you spend?
I invested basically all of it.
Damn.
Boo.
In what? Pokemon cards?
Honestly, hard money or private money,
So you started lending on deal
stocks,
stocks?
and oil and gas.
Okay.
And lots of troll dolls at home.
Troll dolls.
Didn't that
And-
just happen?
Beanie Babies.
And about $500,000 in watches.
Dang.
Oh, okay, that's what we wanted to hear.
What kind of watches?
So we got a VC here.
How much was that one?
It's worth about 140.
Damn. That's a lot.
Thanks, son.
I got a
That's
200,000.
actually not a lot for getting $36 million. I bought a $50,000.
Yeah, but he split it with partners too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It wasn't all mine.
Yeah. Because you guys split it 3 ways, right?
Okay. That's still.
We also were fortunate to make a lot of money in batch for,
Yeah, all the
Quite a
years
while,
that you
too.
were
Yeah.
operating.
so, you know, I think it's pretty incredible, honestly. And like, I was talking to Evo the other day. I'm like, I wonder how much we've done in software sales, you know, since we started batch skip.
We were
tracing.
talking about this for your brand.
220 million.
Wow.
They've done 200 million plus in revenue. And I was like, why does every social media video not say you've done that?
Yeah,
Why does
you
nobody
should.
know?
Yeah. You
I know.
should. You got to hire a strategist.
That's what
That's
this
You hear that,
another
Austin?
business. I'm starting that business also, just so you guys know.
No, I was sitting in the sauna. I was
Oh,
like,
great conversation.
I was
I
like-
appreciate you calling me too.
Yeah.
It's been helpful.
In
yeah.
the sauna, just naked, talking to Jesse.
That's what I was. Yeah. It was great.
I was naked.
Towel
I was like,
open.
tell me about the deal.
No, but I'm excited to get on social again, and you know, I've seen the brands you guys built and the people that you guys have helped, and I want to do some of that too.
Yeah.
And you got to put yourself out there, and I did in a big way.
Dye your hair. Yeah.
What are like some of the biggest lessons you learned building that company and selling it?
Like good or bad?
Both. Give us like 3 good, 3 bad.
That's a lot of lessons.
Let's do one of each.
Yeah, one of each.
Maybe 2.
Bad lesson is more employees doesn't mean more revenue.
I feel that.
I learned that the hard way. We scaled to 250 people, and like as we
That's
scaled,
insane.
yeah, as we scaled, it really like there were so many layers to get a decision made. It slowed down everything. It made the company way slower and way less
profitable.
And, we're just trying to, hire our way into making more revenue. And that was a huge mistake. I think the biggest thing that I learned at the beginning is being collaborative, to where, Ryan, like, this intimately, I had my affiliate game on point, and I was early on the affiliates and sharing revenue with people to promote the shit out of our businesses. And that's what really grew us early on. And then we just really dove into technology and made sure that we had a dope product.
What did you learn about yourself throughout this whole process? Like, going into it, did you think like, oh, I'm going to build this huge business and sell it?
No, not in the first. I mean, we're just trying to make our wholesale company better at the beginning. And then I think we knew when we started making, $1 million a month plus. I mean, our peak year, we grow our top line 40 something $1 million. So, what was the question? I fucking got off.
Like, what did you learn about yourself?
About myself, I learned that you really have to put your team and people first, and you have to give a lot to them to be successful and to build a good culture. And, some of that was sacrificing some family time. And when tough stuff got hard, me, Andy, and Evo didn't take a paycheck for 18 months. No dollars.
How'd you live?
We made a shit ton of money, and all of us invested a lot and had a lot of hard money. And we all had paid off houses and paid off cars, and we're able to live off of passive income. So we didn't have to fire or let go of more people than we needed to where we could work.
That was when the market turned.
Yeah. And so like the texting happened and the market turned all within 6 months. We lost $10 million in revenue, like 6 months.
Dang.
Wow.
Do you think, and we didn't want to be drawing money out of the company as revenue's going down, and we didn't want to be like laying people off. We had $1 million a month in payroll. So like we looked at each other and said, we put ourselves in this mess, like until we bottom out and start, going back up. It took 18 months for us to get there.
Were you guys losing money those months?
No, we never had to fund the company, but we just didn't have a ton extra.
Yeah.
Or we had a ton and then it dwindled.
Yeah, you had a war chest that was just going down.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Andy's like, we're not touching money. We're not risking, payroll ever.
Yeah. So when you were going through that, I mean, obviously you guys ended up selling in a happy ending, but I got to imagine before all that, the company was probably worth even more.
Oh, for sure. We were valued at $180 million at one point.
Damn.
So walk me through that of like, do you have regret? Why didn't you sell? Did you think you were going to be on a rocket ship to 100 million in revenue? Like, what was the thought?
Yeah. I mean, we wanted to grow it huge and get to 100 million. So, but the good news is I think the other side of the business is going to sell for more in the next couple of years. So I still think we'll be able to, if you count all the batch companies I've had, I still think we're going to be able to get to between 75 and $100 million exit if you count the two of them.
Yeah. Which
excites me, and it just happened in a different way. But I try to not think about what could have been.
Did you have offers?
No.
Yeah. You weren't trying to sell.
We weren't, dude. We just started it like from 2020. It was nuts, dude. It's like 2019 we did 4 million. 2020 it was like 16, and then 21 was like 30, and then it was 40, and then it just bottomed out back to like 20.
Bottomed out back to 20.
It sucked.
Yeah.
Only making 20.
I think Alex Hormozy says you should sell your business when you don't want to.
That's what I want to do this next time, is like, it's going really good right now.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, you want to sell someone when it's going up and they have upside, right? You don't want to like peak and then they're like, well, how are you going to grow and how am I going to get a return on my investment? So it's finding that sweet spot when to sell, and that would be,
call it. Isn't that like the rule of 40 or something?
Yeah. So you want yearly growth and EBITDA to equal 40. So however that gets there, you better be. And now I'd even say you need at least 10 to 15% EBITDA and 20 to 25% growth minimum. Yeah. Like you can't just be growing 40% and literally breaking even. Yeah. Like no one's going to buy you.
Yeah. You know what that means, Brian?
Yeah. 40% growth year over year.
No. It's just got to equal 40% of, so if EBITDA is 20%, let's just say.
Yeah.
They also want to see that you're growing at least 20% from the previous year top line.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like,
So 20 in growth, 20% EBITDA.
Yeah. But he's saying you can't just be 40% growth and no EBITDA.
yeah, you need to, I'd say, just in today's climate and working with investment bankers multiple times, because we actually went to market before we sold the prop stream and didn't sell. So I've been to market multiple times.
You didn't like the offers? No one wanted it? What was it?
No, with all the products, in that time we had batch skip tracing, batch leads, batch dialer, and batch data. Like, people didn't understand what to do with our products. So that's when we were actually going to sell the dialer, because data and leads made more sense kind of paired together because they feed each other. And then that's when PropStream came, and I wasn't really trying to sell to them, and it was really a happy accident.
Yeah.
And we're going to make a lot more carving that out. And then as we've grown, like, batch data has grown like crazy over the last 18 months.
Yeah. So what's each of your guys' role in this insurance business?
Mine is to onboard people, basically get them up and going, get them selling as quickly as possible. Right now, yours is kind of just interviewing and
recruiting.
And
you're recruiting, but you're going to probably recruit on social media.
Well, I'm doing the recruiting for the most part. They're coming through my social media. They're coming through yours now too.
Yeah, I'm getting some now too. But like, I'm spending a lot of the time with our creative director. I'm really focused on the marketing. Even if he's doing the marketing, like, me and him are working on building the scripts for Devin, and I'm building scripts with him for me. And we're trying to think of new angles and ways. So a lot of the stuff that I think you do is kind of where I'm focused. And then me and Evo are collectively, building the tech out right now too. So like, I'll be doing all the marketing for when we do have a CRM, because obviously I've done that before, and I know how to create the offers and retention rates and all that.
Oh, you're gonna sell the CRM?
Yeah,
got it.
So you're creating a tech company too. Is it separate or
nope? Devin's a part of that.
Okay,
we're doing it all. Like, when I partner with people, if we're gonna do anything together, we're gonna do everything together. So I don't want to be like. Eventually, Devin's Infinite Banking will probably come into what we're doing as well, eventually, hopefully. But I want us to do all of it together, and I want Devin to get the upside, and because he's going to be a great affiliate to promote the shit out of that as well. So
for the software.
Yeah.
Got it. And you're going to try to pretty much maybe later sell it all together.
Correct.
Right.
That would be the plan.
Got it.
To Integrity.
Correct. Integrity, if you're watching.
Yeah.
Like,
we're ready now. If you want to go.
We got 30 agents, 10 million.
There we go, dude. Davila, what should we do?
How fast can I get a license? We could do a test.
10 days.
No way. Really?
Yep.
Really?
It's about 20 hours of studying.
Okay.
And then go take the test.
Can you cheat? Can you just
no?
Can you use AI?
Yeah.
Can I use chat? Can I take it out?
You got to learn it, honestly.
A lot of it's common sense stuff too.
Yeah.
So you could book it and take it that fast? Because like the real estate license, it takes
the real estate license is 90 hours.
You could literally not study at all and just go take the test and fail it if you wanted to.
Yeah. No. I'm saying like
you don't have to do 90 hours or.
Do you think I could pass with no studying?
No.
You gotta okay.
But I'm saying like with a real estate license, you got to do the 90 hours. And then when you book, it takes like 2 to 3 months to actually get to take the test. And then like a month to do the fingerprints and all that stuff. Yeah. But you're saying I could do that all in 10 days?
Like, I could have you up and writing in 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay, 4 to 6 weeks.
Because the biggest thing
you got to
is
get the fingerprint clearance, then you have to get the carriers. We got to get you trained on the product.
Okay.
And then you're off and running.
Okay.
But to get licensed, you could do it. And I had Julia did it in 10 days.
Yeah.
Literally. Ryan, you know who David Dodge is?
The name's familiar.
He's out of St. Louis. He was pretty big on social for a while. His wife.
For what? What does he do?
Wholesale and flipping.
Okay.
Has some rentals. But him and his wife had a baby a couple of years ago, and she was in medical device sales.
Okay.
And
those guys make bank too.
She's like, she hits me up. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "What's this life insurance thing?" I'm like, "Why are you asking?" She's like, "I'm not working right now." And like, she comes from selling, and she's like, "I have professional goals too." She's like, "I want to come do this." And I'm like, "Oh my goodness, you'd be perfect." Because like, you could sell medical equipment to doctors.
Yeah.
She's going to mop up. And girls typically do better on phones because they're more trusting than guys.
Yeah.
So like, I'm trying to build a girl crew for sure.
I think I have a bad like taste in my mouth with life insurance because a long time ago, one of my friends got into life insurance and then they tried to sell me on it. and they came over and did the presentation, but I was like in my early 20s. I was like, why the hell would I pay $100? Like, I was just like,
I'm 20.
yeah.
I don't need this.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell?
And that's what's different with us. Like, we don't want you to go sell to your friends and family. Like, we have all the leads in the world.
That's usually how they do it, right?
And I think
And
also
that's how some of
too,
them do it.
the life insurance you're selling is very different than like whole life and these other things that use for infinite banking, where they're like way higher premium, right?
Oh yeah, way different.
Yeah.
Way different.
Because I think like,
We're going to teach people, because Devin's really good at that, to do that too if they get those opportunities. But like, our bread and butter is going to be sitting in, term and
but I guess my point is, I think when people have the bad taste of life insurance, it's like usually the super high ticket life insurance.
Gotcha.
Yeah, where they think it's a scam and everything.
Yeah.
But most people that follow me know me as the infinite banking guy.
Yeah.
So they're coming into our funnel wanting to sell that kind of life insurance.
Got it.
And we have to kind of talk them out of it because it's like, you don't want to sell that. That's a hard sale.
That's a really hard sell.
And that takes 60, 90, 120 days of underwriting. Like,
because what's the average policy on that? Like 50 grand?
My average, I think, was about 20 grand a year.
Okay, got it.
Like 30.
But like, you have to teach a lot, back and forth calls, follow-ups. Like, this is instant approval.
That's like wholesale.
Yeah.
That's actually a lot like wholesale.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to sell. It takes a while.
But
You got to become an expert at what you're doing.
Yeah, you got to know how to comp properties and look at plans.
Here's the idea I had for our team, though, because people are coming in wanting to do that. So we have to tell them, like, look, you're going to do this. It's easier. You can make a lot more money. So make a bunch of commission. Then I'll show you how to write the policy for infinite banking on yourself.
Oh.
So now
you do it yourself first.
Yeah. So you're making all this money with the regular policies, the term, the final expense. And then as you got a bunch of money, that's when infinite banking is good. If you can fund policies with a lot.
Right.
So you fund a lot into the policy. If you're writing it on yourself, you're getting paid commission twice.
Right.
Then you get all the benefits of the infinite banking, the guaranteed compound growth, and then you can use the cash value to go invest. So it's basically a way to make money 4 times.
Yeah, because now you're licensed and you sell it.
Yeah, because you can write it on yourself.
So that's kind of our plan for the successful people is teach them a wealth vehicle too, to where they could start making money on their money and all that good stuff.
Well, that's what I was telling him on the other show. Just like, he's like, oh, I don't have any life insurance. I'm like, well, at least just get term right now and just have something, you know?
Yeah,
like it's cheap.
Have $5 million for your family if something happened to you or something like that, or whatever number makes sense for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
I actually just got, after that conversation, I was like, I'm going to insure Mindy. So I got Mindy for like $2 million because she wasn't ever insured. I'm insured for over 10. And yeah, it was like literally like $50 a month.
So
or you can insure your kids too. I've got policies on my daughters. My daughter, Brooklyn, when she was born, as soon as she had a social, I got a policy on her.
I didn't even think about it.
So for me, Annie, and Evo, we had a Keyman policy on each other.
Yeah.
When we were worth a lot, we had 35 million each on each other.
Wow.
Damn.
How much was that?
A lot. But if like something happened to one of us, that was the money to buy, the family out.
Right.
Because we wanted to still be able to run the business. So I think it was like 20 grand a month or something.
Was it term?
Whoa.
Wow.
It was insane. I mean, we have $105 million between the 3 of us covered. You know what I mean? It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I think mine.
Maybe not. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's 10,000
I literally wouldn't have known,
or something.
except I just looked at this week. But I want to say mine was like $400 to $500 a month for 10. So if you 10x that, you got to 10x it, dude. That would be $5,000 a month. But I don't know how that.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember it was tens of thousands of dollars a year for us, or something like that. I don't know if it's a month or Annie paid that shit, so I don't know.
I mean, it sounds right to me if it was like $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. For just term. Yeah. Well, guys, I mean, we didn't give wholesaling much of a. Why would somebody wholesale?
No license.
Well, because you are mainly wholesale.
I am a wholesaler.
Yep.
No license. Big checks. No experience needed. No brokerage needed. Easy to start. No money to start.
Debatable.
It's easy to learn online. You can learn online for free.
It's true.
Contracts are free online. You can learn everything online. I would say that.
Those are good points.
Yeah.
I have an hour and a half of points. So we just
Yeah.
I'm not going to debate that.
Yeah, I think
I think to each is your own, but I think there's a huge opportunity in life insurance too. If you've never heard about it or intrigued in the opportunity, like reach out to us. Seriously.
I think also,
and wholesale is becoming like rapidly harder and like illegal. So it does have, those are like the things I listed are the good things. There's also a lot of bad things that are happening with wholesale.
To make a lot of money in wholesale, you have to steal a property, right? You have to basically get it at a really deep discount.
Get a discount
to do well.
Yeah.
Not necessarily multi-million-dollar properties. You're basically just cutting out realtors and you're not doing anything. So I don't think always, but to your point, a lot of the time you're fighting with someone to get the best deal. And in life insurance, you're helping someone get coverage. It's two very different.
They're two different sales.
Yeah. One's kind of gray. Like wholesaling is very gray and very like
insurance is insurance.
Yeah. Someone reaching out to you. We're not calling you and trying to cold call you or do anything.
But you know what's funny is like, okay, but we're just talking about this openly, but it's like people hear about life insurance like that's a scam.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like, well, it's been around a long time.
It's all insurance companies, you know.
But it's like everyone thinks everything's a scam.
Yeah,
is my point.
Yeah. It's been around since the 1700s. A scam probably wouldn't last that long. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. But dude, same thing with you. Like my wife brought up when I was like 34. She's like, we should look into some life insurance. This is before I got into the infinite banking stuff. And I'm thinking, I'm 34. Why do I need life insurance? And she's 8 years younger than me. She was 26. I'm like, why do we need life insurance? So I think that's a lot of people, they think that way.
Yeah.
That life insurance is for old people.
Mm-hmm.
How old's your average client, would you guess?
So on the infinite banking side, I'd say the average client was around 30 to 40. With this stuff, 40 to 70.
Yeah. They're probably easier sales, more mature. Like they see life's like, they're getting older. Yeah. They're like, I do need to buy it.
Yeah. They like realize they need it now when it's more expensive.
Right.
If they would have got it when they were younger, like you did, it's a lot more affordable.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you can buy a policy that basically is like, it guarantees your cost for the next 10, 20 or 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you can get return of premium policies. So like everything you're paying in, if you don't die, the premium's returned to you. So that's definitely a benefit.
Yeah.
Isn't there something that like rich people do where they put a bunch of money in like
with infinite banking?
That's what he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah. My father-in-law does that.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
That's just a concept of how to use life insurance.
That's whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus term.
Cash value whole life.
Your boy Dave Ramsey does not like whole life.
No.
I'm not a fan.
He's not a fan. He also doesn't like anything we do.
You know what's funny about old Davy Poo? He's not a fan, but guaranteed he's got a lot of life insurance. Guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Guaranteed. He knows where he makes his money at. So smart guy.
You think he does infinite banking?
He probably does.
He probably does.
Maybe not.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah.
You're going to get sued for defamation.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right. So where do guys go if they want to get started with you guys?
Standardagency.io, my man.
The standardagency.io. Brian, are we going to, what are we going to do? Are we going to do it or not?
All right, let's do it. F it. 10 days, I'll do it.
I think you guys should do both. Do property and casualty and also do the whole life. Why not?
Do you guys do both at your company?
No.
You can, but mainly life insurance.
When I was looking at PNC, the only problem is like you do need to fulfill it. Like they don't fulfill. They just sell.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at partnering, it was like, all right, once we sell them, we are their agent for the next forever.
Well, let's talk. I think, the powers of the three of us, the four of us together, I think we could help a lot of people go make a lot of money and go help a lot of families.
Yeah, if that's the case, that 1,000 number would be a lot faster than 3 years.
Dude,
we got like 5 right now. That's like
1,500 on. Yeah, I mean, there's 5 of us right here.
Yeah. Tiffany's in.
Converting my sales team. Guys, we're selling something different.
Yeah. Monday morning, if you don't have life insurance, you can't work here. So go to Jesse.
You start telling
10 days. I need you to get this license. Brian is going to lead the way.
Most people study for like a couple weeks and get it, but we've had a ton of people already have no idea. Reach out to me.
What's the fastest you've seen a guy get licensed?
It was Julia. And actually, this other guy just did too. He comes from wholesaling. Go figure. He's like, I'm over this. Like, you sold me. I'm converting my wholesales team. Like, I think he was 7 to 10 days as well, and so was Julia. Like they just wanted to get after it.
That's easy.
Yeah.
If you just lock
You could do
yourself
it in
in
like
like for a
4.
couple days, like
I passed my real estate license with no studying. I missed my loan officer's license by one question, and I only studied for one day, the day before.
But somehow you didn't pass high school.
But I didn't pass high school.
well,
I just quit. I just pure laziness.
Something's not adding up.
I'm not because I didn't try.
But you passed all these other things.
yeah.
I graduated.
Did you go to
high
trade school too?
Did you?
Yeah,
Parents are probably just like, if you just
You
apply.
had a 2.1?
2.1.
Did you go to college?
Community and then ASU.
Did you graduate?
Yeah.
How was your GPA in college?
It's pretty good. A little bit better.
I had a good GPA in college.
What does that mean? A little bit better? So 2.2? It was pretty good. It was like a 2.2.
Yeah.
I have a degree.
2-3.
God, what was it? I think it was like a 3.2 or something like that.
Okay, that is good.
But I went to ASU for professional golf management. So I got my business degree at WP Carey School of Business, and I also got my Class A. So
And then golf management. ASU has a golf management program.
They did.
What did you learn how to do?
So you learn how to. I wanted to be an instructor, so
Okay.
That's where I did kind of all my stuff, and then I realized there's no money in golf, and then I fell into real estate with Danny and Jared. So I graduated, got my Class A, and started doing real estate. Swear to God.
That's so good.
Did you go to college?
1 semester.
And then you just started slanging.
I started doing mortgages.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you've done everything.
Yeah, dude, he's
got
a
everything
sales
under
guy
the
through
sun,
and
dude.
through.
You're like, you go where the dough is.
Yeah.
You did mortgage, wholesale.
My first sales job was MCI. This is going to date me, but this is like selling long distance before everyone had it on their phones.
You sold long distance plans?
Yeah.
You sold roaming?
I was crushing it too.
How much were you making doing that?
Part-time, so working like 4 or 5 hours a night, 16, 17 years old, making $1,800 a week.
Damn.
Dang, at 16?
No
That's
bills.
20-something years ago, too.
Dude.
I was
You were
crushing it.
what were you doing with the money?
I had
Drugs.
So-
16.
so my
This guy's making 10
supervisor
grand a month.
at the time, Frank Barriga, he was 23 years old. We were like twins. He left his ID on his desk one time.
Still as I do.
So, dude, I was getting bottle service at 17. Like, by the time I hit 21, I didn't even want to go out and drink anymore.
I feel that.
That's funny.
That's crazy. So you did that, then you did mortgage. You went legit after?
Semi.
Dude.
That's
Now, in
during the
between
crash.
that, I think I sold shoes at Big Five. Like, I've sold cars.
How do you go from making so much selling prepaid plans to shoes? You weren't making money selling shoes.
I moved to West Virginia.
Okay.
I was getting shot at in high school.
Nice.
Dang.
Where are you
Yeah.
from?
Here.
Phoenix.
Bay?
Or Phoenix, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I moved to West Virginia. So then there's not a lot of jobs in West Virginia.
This
So-
before the internet, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 03, 04. But yeah, sold cars, sold mortgages,
Time to crash.
sold real estate, and then yeah, life insurance.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Just a career.
Yeah, I mean,
Killer.
you were flipping couches.
Oh, I've done a lot of careers too.
Flipped appliances.
Yeah. But like I never had a job. Like I just thought of like random ways to make money. I'm like, what could I
Like
freaking-
domains.
I've thought about flipping domains for sure. I've looked into it.
Girth grips.
Girth grips.
I feel like this was a great podcast because I feel like we convinced the two of you that life insurance is
Yeah. Yeah.
I've already told him because we've had so many people on with different things they do. And so the running joke in the pod is just what's he going to actually
Yeah,
start?
what am I
Because he's like,
actually
I want a different business, even though his wholesale's doing great.
Yeah.
He's like, I want a business I could sell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I keep telling him, I go, I personally think insurance is the best out of every option I've heard and talked to
Yeah.
M19 guys, everything.
If the two of you want to partner, I think we'd be great partners.
Did you
to
look
guys.
into home services at all?
Yeah, I was looking at everything because I thought I wanted to invest into home services or buy and start rolling up companies, and I was really trying to figure out what I
Yeah.
want to do. Dude, this model is plug and play, and you can make more, and the cash flow's better.
Okay. Why not home services? Like, what did you
The
see? in
fulfillment of home services is hard.
It's a grind.
There's no fulfillment.
I said
You're just selling.
employees again.
Okay,
Like, I don't want all of that.
Oh, you gotta
overhead.
deal with the actual fulfillment of the thing you sell.
Yeah.
And like our IMO, and there's so many leads already available. I don't even have to generate leads if I don't.
Yeah, you don't
want
even have to market or fulfill. All you do is sell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you have to market the opportunity to grow a big agency, but like for the actual leads,
recruiting and training.
like,
But if you're
dialed in.
the agent trying to like, you don't do anything other than just sell.
yeah, you could go make $500,000 a year if you kill it.
Yeah.
Like just selling and staying in your lane. It's
pretty
crazy.
much you're a sales, recruiting, and training company.
Yeah.
Those are the main things.
The crazy part is we have like a boot camp and everything that people go through, new agents. And if they really pay attention to that boot camp, they can get on the phones right when they're done and actually start selling. They don't need our help.
How are you guys recruiting?
Through my social.
All your
mainly.
socials.
You're not spending any money to recruit right now?
Not yet. I'm working on that right now.
Got
I want to clip this up a little bit and make some ads out of it.
Got it.
It's wild though. The louder that we're getting like random recruits. So like my nanny, for instance.
Damn.
You're gonna lose your nanny.
No. My nanny's like, hey, so I keep seeing you're like hiring right now, and I've got my brother. He's really good at sales, looking for a new job because they keep changing the comp plan. Like, is it a conflict of interest for him to work for you? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
have him hit us up. So like, just randomly, we're getting
Got it.
really cool recruits that way, just from being loud on social media.
Yeah, I've had quite a few real estate investors or wholesalers that are over it, like through my social media, since a lot of those people follow me, have started reaching out to me. So we've got some really good operators and good people. So that's why I think you guys would be so great, because
Do we get to name our agency?
yeah, you could just use our branding if you want, or you could have like, it's whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you basically take everything we have and you could just rebrand it to what you guys have with your agency and all that. But it's literally just taking everything we've already built and just rebranding it and plugging and playing.
Now, why wouldn't we just start our own and go to Integrity and be like, hey,
You have to
freaking
go to
Phoenix.
someone.
Got it.
You have to, like, you want to choose who you want to work with. And like, we found really good people that
Well,
we're under.
That's not entirely accurate. So you could start your own thing,
Yeah.
your own IMO, like the Family First Life. But that's when he brought the idea up to me. I was like, dude, there's no freaking way. That's such a heavy lift. So you can go that route where you actually build everything from the ground up. You go to all the carriers, you get the contracts, you have to have the fulfillment on the back end, all that stuff. That's a heavy lift.
Yeah.
This is just you're latching on to a company that already has the contracts and they're putting you at a spot on the grid.
Yeah.
They're keeping a delta off you, an override, and then you're keeping a delta off of everyone else that you bring in.
Yeah.
And like your old claims that you did, you can't transfer them to your new business.
No, but I still own it. I still
Okay,
own
you still
that book.
the old what are they called? Policies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old
Yeah.
policies that you did, you can't transfer them to your new. They just have to stay there.
Well,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's something that he's built. Like, I shouldn't get anything from that. Like, he built
Yeah.
that over the last
Yeah, so
couple years.
Over 5 years, I've probably written upwards of 10 million in premium.
Mm-hmm.
Just me writing it. So I get to keep all that. It's all mine.
Mm-hmm.
So I could technically sell it now if I wanted to, or I could bring it over. But yeah, to his point, like I built that. It doesn't make sense for us.
But
to
wouldn't you get the override that the
Like, I
current
want him
company
to bring like the new business over eventually, but the
Yeah.
stuff that he's already done before me,
Yeah.
I don't like. I
But
didn't earn
wouldn't
any
you
of that.
guys get the override that the current company is getting that your new company could
That's
get?
why we want to
No.
eventually.
No,
No.
because my current general agent. So you have a general agent, which is just one person
Mm-hmm.
that builds the agency,
Mhm.
and then you latch underneath them. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was the general agent. So he has a contract at, let's say, 150%.
Mhm.
And I'm at 95. That's what I'm at right now.
Yeah.
After I fought to get to that, because
Yeah.
You
didn't know.
I started at 55.
Mhm.
So that's one route. If I leave, I'm still at 95%. I have to work
Oh.
out my new contract.
Got it. Okay.
You see what I'm
okay, okay.
saying?
So you can't take the whole thing.
No.
Yeah, got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because it was contracted under his guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same thing would be if one of your agents left you, that all their policies still stay with you.
You can release them, so you have to agree to it. So if someone wrote a whole bunch of business with us, we'd have to agree to release their business.
Got it.
You're like, nah.
You're like, nah, I'm good.
But if it's someone wrote a few policies here and there,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
Not dealing with it. Okay, that makes sense.
It's very similar to a real estate brokerage.
But way
Yeah.
quicker
A
money.
lot of similarities.
Like a real
yeah.
estate transaction just
Yeah.
takes a long.
Yeah, I'm talking about just like the business style.
Yeah.
Like when you're under a brokerage and
They take a
especially even property management. It's like if you start a property management under a broker and you try to leave, they don't let you just take all those as a stay there.
right. Do you think it's worthwhile doing your own marketing or just buying the leads from Integrity is just way better?
It's proven to work. So I say, why not? And I was talking to Devin about this. Like, we're already building a CRM and some tech in an agency. I don't want to do everything, dude. I don't want to be that busy. I want to spend time with my family. So could we? Yes. Could you? I think you'd actually be great at diving into that. And because
that was going to be my plan.
Because even if you didn't want to make, like, you don't even want to make much on the people. You want to give them the best leads for as cheap as possible. If you're giving them good leads and they're cheap, you're getting your override anyways. There's no point in needing to.
Or you don't charge them at all because you brought the leads in and you just do the split.
Yeah, you could do that too. Right. There's a lot of different avenues I think we could talk after this on options. Mm-hmm. But everything's there and ready for you guys to be successful. You just got to start telling people about it as we're here.
Got it. There we go. Yeah, so join me and Burrell. Under them.
Join us under them.
Yeah. You be third on the grid.
Yeah.
We're two. They're one. Cool. All right. TheStandardAgency.io. Guys, go check it out. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.